Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Tar Heels have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming, and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Eagles offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. He'll pull it on the read. Runs for the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they've got on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So North Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game record. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lopez to pass. Got a man. It's Hardy. Let's take a minute and talk about North Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year, that teams come out of nowhere. And they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad.
There he goes to the right. He's at the and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback, because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
If I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little.
And the Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. That pressure got to him and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Lopez lost to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Himself, and now he'll give his team the lead.
And your defense made a big stop. You think you're getting the offense, the football back, but how about special teams coming through in a big way to take the lead for you, get some excitement, get some juice back on your side.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They really didn't move time they had it and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there, almost this grasp. Guys, let's talk a little bit about North Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Lopez to pass. Here's a heat. Plows through the defense. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Oh, better look out! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They send the tight end in motion. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Going for 6. Gets a hand in there and breaks it up. It's incomplete, but wait, there is a flag down on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Looking for a gap. It's Cobb. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lopez wants to fire. Makes the catch. It's Culliver. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Caught behind the line. It's Shep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Looking to throw again. That's reeled in. It's Hardy. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Lopez to pass. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man quickly. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down. The Tar Heels line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll move the wide receiver. On the option. To the ground with the back. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 24. A big run, creating a little space for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Oh, it's a fumble. And how about this defense coming up with the play? You want to make your quarterback a runner? Fine. We're going to stop him and take the ball.
And they were prepared, right? This is a defense that looks like they studied film, and they knew that this offense was going to attack them with the running quarterback on designed runs. So great job by the defense, recognizing what was happening, getting to the football, and better yet, creating a takeaway.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. He smashes his way through again. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Lopez wants to fire. And he was looking to the end zone, and they couldn't make the connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get.
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return brings it out to the 28 in the North Carolina. Will take over. First and 10.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez to pass. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. Caught at the 25. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. The Tar Heels have their offense in high gear. They'll try the run. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Back to pass on second down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And, man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
They'll send out the kicker here. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. After the missed field goal, it is still a 12-point game. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Behind the chains now on second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. Creates a little space. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Eagles getting set on first and 10. They're going to run it. Shakes off the defender. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, looking for a man. Got a man, it's Bradshaw. Ripping through the defense. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Eagles.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered in half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Taylor. Not a lot. He's to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Lopez wants to fire. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UNC!
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a two-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
28, North Carolina, 16.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Creates a little room. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Grab behind the line. It's Bradshaw. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Georgia Southern.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snagged in the middle, it's Bradshaw. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proved.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it at the 15. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina. Oh, they blocked the extra point. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Looks as if we have an injury on that. And we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here comes the heat. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Snags it quickly on the left. At the 35, he's open. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Lopez to pass. Makes the catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Slithers into space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tar Heels! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Here he comes from inside his own. He's got it out. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles!
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Jacksonville State.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Tar Heels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The sure hands, it's Culliver.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out right.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Defense in press coverage. Lopez wants to fire. Works the middle of the field. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's shipped. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. The throw. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. From the 17-yard line, it's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the Tar Heels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. There's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Absolutely perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. A solid pickup on the scramble and slide, but there's a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, the ground game. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Eagles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Grabbed behind the line, it's Kane. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Remember, they took the last punt back for a touchdown. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Tight end now in motion. Defense might bring the house here. They're going to run it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Lopez to pass. Bunch formation for these receivers. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Flips it out on the screen. Smashes ahead. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. First down for this offense. Lopez wants to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Culliver. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves him with the back. Touchdown, UNC! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
North Carolina, 30.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Takes it the other way. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to slam it in. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Number 21.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Why not double the try total and go for 2? They go to the draw. Powers through the defender. He will be stopped short. They can't get the 2-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the 4th. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out. It's Ware. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. To find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, this defense, their cardio, I think, is going to get tested in this one because this quarterback will extend plays, and he's going to do it often. It doesn't take it a lot for him to flush out of the pocket. If he just sees color, he's gone, trying to make something happen. That time he showed you his wheels. He was just able to get enough.
There he goes. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Ware. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Maddox. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Takes the handoff. It's Maddox. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice crisp run, great job. Maybe expecting pass and on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
Makes the grab over the middle. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. What a tough break, a potential tying score nullified by the penalty, and now they'll have to see if they can get it done again. From the gun. He'll take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And at this point of the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set, but they have really been able to shut him down. They force another incompletion down the field looking his way. To me, that's one of the biggest reasons why they're winning this game.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Got it behind the line. It's Maddox. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Right down the boulevard. now they regain the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 28 over Texas State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got a little space. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Makes the catch. It's Ship. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the D on the right. Touchdown Tar Heels. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Davey, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Going deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Fires to the wideout. That's caught. It's Green. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Pitch him inside the 20, still going. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Snags it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the fourth quarter, that touchdown Eagles. They move on top here in the fourth.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lopez to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it